Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to my online class, my dear pupils and viewers. I hope you are well by the grace of the Almighty Allah. Stay home, stay safe. I am also well by the grace of Allah. Uh, Avoid all kinds of intoxicants because they bring about many deaths in the world, in the whole world. They destroy the lives. Please look at my dear pupils and viewers. Today I will discuss on part 3 in English on tech questions. Please look at the board, please. There are some negative words and structures in English language. Please look at the board. No, not, never, none, neither, nothing, nobody, no one. Scarcely, hardly, barely, rarely, seldom, few, very few, little, very little, lest, until, unless, to plus adjective or adverb, to plus verb form of main verb, neither, dot, dot, nor. But we must remember one thing: if we use a article or the article before few or very few or little, they will be positive. They will be positive, I mean affirmative. They will not be negative. uh, Few, very few, little, very little, these four items are negative. But a few, the few, a little, the little, these four are positive, I mean not negative. Please look at the board, please. Nobody, nothing, something, everything, anything, they are indefinite pronoun, are used for things, lifeless things. And if we find nothing, something, everything, anything, we will take it pronoun for instead of them. Baby. If we the pronoun of it is it. It is a pronoun. The baby, of which gender we don't know, we will use it. Inferior animals, lifeless thing, this, that, instead of them we will use it pronoun. This and that, though this and that are demonstrative pronouns, but they cannot be used in short forms, because they will be used in tech question as it. Please look at the board. One, serial one: train, ship, country, plane, moon, earth, spring. If we personify them, we imagine them as feminine gender. Sun, death, summer, war, winter, we personify them as masculine gender. But we can use a common pronoun it instead of all of them. For example, the moon has hidden her face. Please look at the board, please. Has auxiliary verb. The sentence is affirmative, so the tag question will be negative. We bring not as contracted from, hasn't. Instead of moon we use she or it. We must use one pronoun, whether it is she or it. We should not use both pronoun. At last we must use a note of interrogation or an interrogation mark. The spring came with all her beauties. Came, past and definite tense, we bring did. The sentence is affirmative, so the tag question will be negative. We bring not, and write didn't as contracted from, and the pronoun of spring is she or it. We will use one pronoun. At last we use a note of interrogation. Bangladesh is small, is main verb here, but we know when any verb am, is, are, was, were, and any have verb, have, has, had, are main verb, we can use them as auxiliary verb also. We bring is, the sentence is affirmative, so the tag question will be negative. We bring not, and we make agent, it is contracted from, and instead of Bangladesh we bring she or it pronoun. At last we use a note of interrogation. The Janata Express, it is the name of a train. It is the name of a train. Is running. The sentence is affirmative here. Is, we bring the is, auxiliary verb is. The sentence is affirmative, and the tag question will be negative. We bring not, as contracted from agent, and the instead of Janata Express we use she or it pronoun. At last we use an interrogation mark. We should underline the tag question. The sun shed his beams. Shades, present indefinite tense, subject third person singular, so we bring does, as the sentence is affirmative, so the tag question will be negative. We bring not, as contracted from doesn't, and instead of sun we use he or it pronoun, and at last we use an interrogation mark. She hardly comes. Hardly is a negative word. It is present indefinite tense, so we bring does. But the sentence is negative, so the tag question will be affirmative, so we won't bring not. The subject is a pronoun she. We bring she. Does she? At last we use a note of interrogation. Few people are happy. The sentence is negative. We bring are, and the sentence is negative, so the tag question will be affirmative, so we won't bring not. And the pronoun of few people is third person plural, I mean they. At last we use a note of interrogation. There is little water. There is little water. Little is a negative word here, and the sentence is negative, so the tag question will be affirmative. We bring is as auxiliary verb, and the sentence is negative, so the tag question will be affirmative. We know some sentences are started with there or here. They are this there is called introductory, they are preparatory, they are non-referential, they are anticipatory, they are provisional, they are. We can call them in 5 names. So we use this there and here as subject here, instead of subject. At last we use an interrogation mark. Everything is fine. We bring is, the sentence is affirmative, so the tag question will be negative. We bring not, as contracted from agent, and when we find everything, anything, something, nothing, thing is equal to it, we bring instead of them it. At last we use a note of interrogation. A little learning is a dangerous thing. A little is a, when we use a or the article, a little, the little, a few, the few, these 4 are affirmative or positive, I mean not negative. So the sentence is affirmative, we bring is, and the sentence is affirmative, so the tag question will be negative. We bring not, and write contracted from agent. And a little learning is a quality, so instead of it we use it pronoun. At last we use a note of interrogation. A barking dog seldom bites. Seldom is a negative word here, and it is present indefinite tense. It is a universal truth or natural truth. Present indefinite tense we bring does, because the subject is third person singular number. The sentence is negative, so the tag question will be affirmative. A barking dog, it is an inferior animal. We don't know its actual gender, so we use instead of any inferior animal the pronoun it. At last we use the note of interrogation. a note of interrogation. This is a fan. We bring is, the sentence is affirmative, so the tag question will be negative. We bring not, isn't, we write isn't as contacted from, and instead of this and that, we will use it pronoun. Though this and that are demonstrative pronoun, they cannot be used in short forms. We cannot use them in tag question. Instead of this and that demonstrative pronoun, we use it pronoun. At last we use a note of interrogation. Nothing has been done. We bring has as auxiliary verb. Nothing is a negative word, and the whole sentence is a negative sentence. So the tag question will be affirmative, so we won't bring not and nothing. Nothing. When we find thing, instead of thing we will use it pronoun, and at last we use a note of interrogation. My dear pupils and viewers, no more today. If Allah willing, I will appear with new topics before you. Good night, fi amanillah.